Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. I'm Amanda, and today is part 2 of my kitchen deep clean, and today we are actually deep cleaning the kitchen. If you missed part 1, I will put a little thing at the top there, and you can go check that out. I did do some decluttering and organizing of some cabinets that really needed it in the kitchen, which was so satisfying to get all that done. But I'm just showing you some of the areas that are pretty bad in the kitchen and really need to be focused on. As you can see, stuff everywhere. My kitchen is usually a disaster as it is. I think it's because it's in the back of the house, so it's more out of sight, out of mind kind of thing. And I hate it because, I go to cook dinner and I gotta clean before I cook dinner because it's a mess and I'm back here and it's a whole thing. So, yeah, I'm just showing you some areas here that we really need to focus on.
Even after all this time, girl, you know I still see you. Feeling like I lose my mind, trying to fall asleep by trying to convince myself that we're better off this way. Chilling, watching movies, trying not to text you, cause I know exactly what you say. Yeah, did you know that I loved you? But baby, after all this time, I'm so much better.
So I'm going to start off by moving this big bag of cat food. It's got to get out of my way. So I'm going to go put it over into the container where it belongs.
Did you know I still love you? If I could only press rewind.
So now I'm just going to start putting away some dishes. I'm going to hand wash some dishes, move some things off the counter. This day, I think I worked on the kitchen about 3 or 4 days. I honestly can't remember how many days it was because, well, I can't remember anything anyways. I have the worst memory, but recording this video, I had a 3 hour and 11 minute video that I had to break down less than 40 minutes for you guys. And I got everything edited and sped up clips and everything, and it was still an hour long. So I had to go back through and edit more clips, and finally we're at like 30 some minutes. So hopefully that is just right for you guys. But over here, I'm just trying to take everything down. I'm actually going to move this somewhere else in the kitchen, and I'm totally loving where it's at right now. So I think I might leave it there. And then I'm going to go ahead and use my spin mop bucket and obviously the mop to clean off my cabinets. And I'm also going to use that to clean off my walls as well. And I'm just going to use some really hot water and some Dawn dish soap to it, just a little bit of a degreaser, and get everything cleaned up.
Tonight I'll meet you in our favorite place. Just can't let this wait one more day. But I'm scared as hell, and there's just no way to know this goes. And I can't help but say, dressing why you are so beautiful. But it might break me. It might break me, break me. It might break me, break me. It might break me down. I won't lay you down. But it might break me.
Now I'm just using an old toothbrush here that I use specifically for cleaning and try and get in some of these little areas here that I've noticed, is a little gunky. So I'm just going to wipe that off and then take a clean towel and just try and get as much of that water off as I can.
Hey, I got a confession. Been losing all momentum. Just because it's easy, but that don't make it better. I wanna dig my hands deep down in the dirt. Take a walk along the street if I'm feeling dessert. All of this convenience just doesn't work for me. I wanna play with fire, let me get hurt. Can we take it back to 95 before we had this drama?
So I'm totally loving this view right here. And of course I did have to speed it up, but all of the icicles, like we got so much snow the other day, but it has been so cold. It's been way too cold. That's why if you see my faucet dripping, it's because that night it was in the negatives and it was still really cold this morning. So I left it dripping. Last year we actually forgot to put a drip on and our water froze in our bathroom downstairs. Thankfully, no pipes burst. We did end up putting a heater in there, which magically melted the pipe and stuff. So thankfully, we didn't have any big issues. But right here, I went ahead and put water and a little bit of vinegar in my little pitcher thing and stuck it in the microwave to try and moisten everything up in there. I try not to use chemicals in the microwave, but if I'm in a hurry, I will. But this microwave was pretty nasty, so I did go ahead and use the vinegar and water, and then I'm just going to get it all cleaned up.
Yo, what you got in that bag? Candy, cigarettes, and a Playboy mag. Many used to have to work for that. Wait for me, gotta dial up. Can't call my landline cause it's all tied up. Just bike over then. Oh, oh, oh.
Tough luck, babe. Struck out when you had about 30 chances. One bad day, now you don't know how to pay for the damage. I don't.
So now with cleaning off my stove, I ended up taking off the knobs. I don't think I have ever cleaned behind these, and truthfully, I didn't even think about taking them off and cleaning behind them. Maybe I didn't realize that they came off. I have no idea. So I went ahead and took those off and cleaned behind it and then cleaned the handles and stuff. There's a lot of cleaning stuff that I have learned from other YouTubers or on TikTok, Instagram, whatever, on how to clean things. Growing up, that's not really anything that we did. We didn't deep clean our house as kids. We had a chore list that had to do with dusting, sweeping the floor, doing the dishes, cleaning our room, simple things like that. But as far as deep cleaning, I learned from other people online and stuff like that. Just like with cleaning the sink here, I've never done this before. And I seen a girl on TikTok do it, and she was talking about the P trap, that like J shape that comes down from your sink, like holds nasty water and gunk and stuff like that. And I'm like, why didn't I think of that? Because that's kind of obvious that it would sit there. So she used really hot water and some baking soda. She did about a half cup, I think it was, of baking soda. And she made it really easy to, made it look really easy pushing all that baking soda down in the drain. I had a little bit of a hard time. I don't know if it's because the holes in the drain are small. I don't know what it was, but her sink was definitely a lot fancier than mine, so maybe that was it. And then pour some baking soda down, cover it up so that way it has to go down. Hopefully I'm explaining this correctly. So I did that on both sides. Now the sink does go into one drain, but in my mind this makes me feel better doing both sides. And then I just poured more hot water down there, rinsed the sink out some more, and then I end up putting a little bit of Fabulosa in there just because, talking about that P trap, it's going to sit down in there. So, and all night long, the house smelled like this amazing Fabulosa. So I was very happy with that. And then I just used some of my glass cleaning spray on my sink just to shine it up.
So I sent a message, asked you how life has been. I am braver through the phone. It's been a long time since you were all mine. In the wilderness, that's where I've been. After a long night and some red wine, could you see me like that? Do you see me like that? I'm not faking, here's my invitation. Take a little bit of my heart, take a little bit of my heart. Ride that lightning, let's keep climbing. Take a little bit of my heart now, baby. Take a little bit of my heart.
Now that I have this side cleaned, I'm going to go ahead and start putting things back, and I'm going to try and put it back a different way because it just kind of makes me feel better, like after I like deep clean like that and then put things back a different way. It feels a lot more, I don't know, I can't figure out the words that I'm trying to use. It just feels better. It feels like, I was in here cleaning. Everything's not in the same exact spot. I don't know. Hopefully you understand what I'm saying. But I'm going to go ahead, and I got this paper towel holder. It was on my Christmas list. And so my fiance's grandparents got this for me. It was one of the gifts that they got for me, and I was so excited about it. Couldn't wait to put it up. So I'm glad I'm finally getting it put up. And it looks so good, and of course opened up some space on our cabinet, on our countertop. Since we don't have a lot of counter space, I don't want tons of stuff on the counter, if you will. So this was perfect.
Take a little bit of my heart. Take a little bit of my heart.
So I finally got that side done, and it just looks and feels so much better, so much more organized. I didn't move a lot of things, but moving things around does really help. So I'm very happy with this side of the kitchen. Now we're going to turn around and go to the disaster side of the kitchen. So of course everything landed over here on the countertops, and now I'm just going to move everything around, keep moving it all around. I will say that usually when I deep clean a room, I try and take everything out of that room and then get it all deep cleaned and then put things back. But our house is smaller, And each room is its own room, if that makes any sense. It's not open. So, and also the girls, it is their time of the month. So we have them sleeping in the kitchen. So their beds are in the hallway here. So then that way, they're not getting stuff all over the floors everywhere. But sometimes I would put everything in the hallway, but I obviously can't do that. So I'm literally moving things around anywhere that I can just to get things cleaned up and everything like that. But I went ahead and added in some new spices in here. Did you guys know that they sell cinnamon sugar? You don't have to make that at home. You can buy it. I had no idea. And I honestly could have made it if I wanted to, but I needed cinnamon for a recipe, but it also called for like cinnamon sugar, but I didn't even have cinnamon, so I couldn't even make it if I wanted to. So I went ahead and just bought both of them to make it easier on my and now I'm going to go ahead and put some of the stuff in the attic up here above the kitchen, and I'm going to try and get everything up there that I can. I literally almost fall every time on this ladder. So if I can cut that down to one time a day, I try and make that work. But I'm just refilling my baking soda jar here, and then I'm just going to finish decluttering the side of the countertop. So I want to mention, you've probably seen me drinking out of that big glass over there. That is actually a pickle jar. And I'm loving it. I am here for the pickle jar because let me tell you something. It is big. So I've been drinking iced coffees in the morning recently, and I've been totally loving it. And the pickle jar does not sweat. It doesn't sweat, y'all. So I could get like a glass out of my cabinet, but it's going to sweat. And then I got to clean up the sweat that's sweating everywhere. I'm not going to do that. So I kept this pickle jar because I actually wanted to save it for trying to make sourdough. But I ended up saying, I'm going to use this for my iced coffee because I really want to make one. And now it is my coffee glass. So I'm honestly probably going to keep more of those. And, don't hate on it because, like I said, they don't sweat, and that is absolutely amazing. But here, this taters and onions container, this was Tyler's grandpa's, and we got it when he passed away. And I never thought to clean these letters. And as I was dusting it off, I'm like, oh, those are really dirty. So I went ahead and just used a little bit of water, my toothbrush, and just a rag, trying to get it all cleaned off. Now I'm going to go ahead and start cleaning off the cabinets here, and then going all the way around the countertop, and then I'm going to go back and start mopping off the walls.
conversation, and my life feels so vacant. Without you, I'm just moving in between the sad reality. No, I'm patient, but I've been out here waiting for someone else to fill the void in me. A harsh reality, and I've heard you're with some.
So Cookie was not the biggest fan of me mopping off the walls over here. She's like, "What the heck are you doing, lady? Like, go somewhere else." But she did not leave this cat tree at all. Like, I moved it at one point and she just stayed on the tree. So she's just like a little nosy kitty cat that is so confused. But now I'm going to move some things around, like I mentioned, and move the cat tree and then continue mopping the walls. And then I'm going to work on the windows. Now, I did want to bring up my blinds. Let's talk about these blinds here. They are so bad. I think they were here. No, they were here when we originally moved in. So I have no idea how old they are. Our cats have broken most of the blinds. So, but I am kind of thinking about honestly getting rid of them and maybe doing curtains just because we have the cat tower back here and they like to get in the window and, watch the birds and all of the things outside. So I was kind of thinking about getting that. And then, if we won't have to stress about them breaking the blinds or anything like that. So I don't know. But we have actually been talking about redoing our kitchen. So if you are not subscribed and you want to see that, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below so you don't miss it. But we do want to paint and do all the things. I'm super excited about it. I have some visions in my head about where I want things to go. I want a little gallery wall in my kitchen. Like I want to put some pictures of like my oldest son helping me in the kitchen. And then if my youngest son, he does things like that, I would love to print off a couple pictures of him. Y'all, there is a picture that my dad has at his house of me passed out in my high chair in a plate of baked beans. Yes, a plate of baked beans. I was passed out, snoozing. I laugh every time I look at it, and anytime I think about photos like when we were kids, like that one always pops up in my head. I think it is literally my favorite photo, at least one of them. And I would love to get a copy of that and put it in a picture frame and put it up on the wall, just because it cracks me up. So if I end up doing that, I will definitely show you guys the picture. And I still love beans to this day. I try not to sleep in them though, so. But I'm just going to finish cleaning off this wall here, and then I'm going to work on the windows.
Go down the drain. I finally learned how to let go. I don't even feel the echo of your touch. I've never been so in control. Only love I need is mine. But wasn't it easy to believe I would be broken forever? Thought I would never see the light. You didn't need me, so I went looking for somebody better. Thought I'd be sadder, but I'm fine. Washing my tears away, I watch my heart break, go down the drain. My heart break, go down.
So I'm just going to use my Tenco over here and clean the area where the tater bin is going to go. Just like I'm doing with the kitchen, countertops and everything like that, I'm cleaning in sections. I'm cleaning the floor in sections as well. So that way I can put certain things back at where it belongs, but that area is clean, so it is fine. So once I'm done with that, I'm going to go back over to the other side and clean off the cat tree.
Grass isn't greener on your side. You're wishing we were together, but I'm not. Just watch.
So I'm going to go ahead and just sweep the floor back here. I could use my Tinko, but there is some hairballs back here, and I really didn't want to use the Tinko to suck those big hairballs up. They do consider this pet friendly. I do not. If the hair is getting stuck in the roller, to me that is not pet friendly. So I don't know what animals they're cleaning up after, but it's definitely not a husky. And the thing is she's not even losing hair. Like, she's already done lost all of her winter coat. So it's not clumps like you usually see in some of my videos. So it's just normal pet hair around, if you will, with having 2 dogs and 2 cats, which is not a lot. But like I mentioned, if hair is getting stuck, like collecting in the roller, to me that's not pet friendly. So they need to work on that a little more. But now I'm going to go ahead and clean off the chairs here. They definitely needed it really bad. One other thing I wanted to mention was I definitely need to deep clean my tin coat though, because I actually forgot some water in the dirty tank. And I don't know how long it was in there. A week, maybe 2 weeks, maybe 3. I don't know, but I took it off and took the lid off of it, and I literally gagged. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so bad. So I definitely need to deep clean that, and I'm hoping to get that done here soon. But I couldn't believe how bad that smelled. Like, why is the smell that bad? That's so nasty. But now we are on the other side of the kitchen finally, and I'm going to try and get everything off of this shelf area over here, and clean off the shelves, and do all the things. Clean the floors. I'm going to clean the window over here, and then when I put everything back, I'm going to try and organize it and try and put it all in little sections.
I made it through everything I never thought I would. Hell and back, now I'm here and it just feels so good. We're alive, we can breathe, now let's break some rules. It's time to jump, time to scream, can we act like fools? I deserve a little bit of fun. You and I until the sun comes up. I deserve a little bit of fun.
So if you have a popsicle lover like my oldest son, here's a little trick for you by setting them up in your freezer. So then when they're all frozen, all you have to do is pull one out, and you have an empty area on the top of it to cleanly cut with your scissors. So I absolutely love doing that, because sometimes that little stinker will come in here and get his popsicle all by himself, which makes me nervous, because obviously the scissors that he's using in the kitchen are not kid friendly, but he knows where they're at and he likes to do it. But he gets so excited about it because he'll come in the room and said, I got it all by myself. Bless his little heart. God, I love them so much. I love my boys. But now I'm cleaning off The rest of the fridge here, I didn't get to do it when I deep cleaned the top of it, but I'm getting it done now. And now I'm going to clean this side of the floors and move over to the other side of the counter. So this area right here, my dog, she's laying in her bed right next to it. She leans up against this constantly. So over time it gets nasty. So I scrubbed that down really well, and now I'm going to clean off the countertop. I ended up spraying it, and then I was like, oh shoot, I have to clean off the cabinets and everything first. And then I seen the coffee maker, and I was like, oh, I'll take this piece off. Nasty. So I went ahead and got this cleaned up, and then just finished cleaning off the countertop and cleaning off the coffee maker. And then I'm going to put everything back. Now I'm going to finish mopping the walls. I'm going to clean the trim here in this little area. And then I forgot to clean the side of the wall where the spice racks are. So I'm going to get that cleaned up as well. And then move over to the countertop and finally get that one done. So this here, I'm just trying to give it a really good clean, and it says dry goods on it. My sister-in-law got it for me for Christmas a couple years ago, I think, like maybe 3 years ago. And she got it at Tractor Supply, and I love it. I think it is so cute. And I'm totally loving where I ended up putting it at. There's some screws in the wall that need to come out, and then there's that nail that it's holding up the container here, and I think it looks really good. Maybe a little high, but I'm not too worried about it. But I'm glad I'm finally getting this countertop cleaned off, and now I'm going to start putting everything back as organized as I can. So now we are cleaning the floors one last time, and that is going to be it for today's video. I hope you guys really enjoyed it and got some cleaning motivation out of it. I'm so glad I finally got this done. I feel like to the naked eye, you may not tell that it's deep cleaned, but I feel like you can feel that it's clean, if that makes any sense. If you know, you know, because every time I walk in here, I'm just like, oh, it feels so clean in here, which is an amazing feeling with how hectic my house usually is with 2 kiddos and 4 animals. So, you know, but that is going to be it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure you give this a thumbs up. Make sure you hit that subscribe button down below if you are not already subscribed. I would love for you to stick around, but that's it, y'all. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one.